Welcome back. We are here once again live from, you see it, Sasser Field, baby, the legendary. I'm your brother TK, hanging out with my co-host Danny Webster. This is your pregame prediction. Man, I say it every week. It's getting more and more exciting, but I think we're peak season now. What do you think, Danny?
There's no doubt. We're finishing up on that second season in the high school realm. We're getting to conference championship mode.
We're starting to see what's what.
And playoff time, baby. It's playoff time,
It's
brother.
right around the corner. Well, as you see, we got the field to ourselves this week because Havelock is on a bye, but we're going to kick it right off with them boys, man. They had a great week last week against Swansboro. Listen, that game got insane. Danny, you had the eye in the sky. You've seen it from up above. Start us off, man.
They had a little chippy season going on. Havelock's JV took a little bit of a beating on Thursday. And a couple of the Swansboro, the team traveled down here, and I believe they had there was a little bit of words.
Some words.
A little bit of verbiage going on.
Some healthy motivation.
There was just a couple of people that decided they were going to be interested in this game, and yeah, it was fun to watch. I believe there's probably at least 15 personal fouls, unnecessary roughnesses. I mean, there were
a lot of conversations going on after the play, and I'm willing to guarantee you it wasn't about what they were going to do that weekend.
That's right. It was about what was going on the next play.
So let's get into the game. Let's break it down. Havelock versus Swansboro. I really have to give a salute to Havelock's defense, man, and I want to start it off with Chris Bispham, man. He really set the tone on those first 3 drives. I don't think that Swansboro made it past their own 40 on those first 2 or 3 drives.
And that's not just the Swansboro game. That's what Chris Bispham has done for this defense the entire year. He is the definition of the anchor of the defense, being there in the middle. I mean,
Pair him with Samaj George, it gets really, really dangerous down there.
That line is serious, and not even just those two, but I mean, Andrew Williams in the middle playing.
That's right.
He's a monster. He's downhill. Fantastic player. DeQuarius Dunlap.
Almost 8 tackles a game.
And he's all over the field, and I love them. I call it the motor. The motor on that kid right there, he's like an Energizer bunny, baby. He just rolling. He just go.
Just going and going
non-stop. I love it, man. I absolutely love it.
So the defense did their thing. You know what Swansboro didn't have anything for? That Havelock run offense, because that man Jaden Howard touched the ball. He gets zippy and slippery through there, and all of a sudden now he's breaking down the sideline.
The way Jaden's been running the ball the last couple of weeks, I'm telling you, the beginning of the year, you could tell there was a little timing issue going between where the holes were and him finding them and things of that, and all that's disappeared. We talk about the growth, and we've seen it firsthand. I said this during the game last week, I was up there calling it, he looks like LaShawn McCoy behind the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line.
That's a pick right there.
He looks like he's got some...
That's a crazy grab.
He's got some shifty hips going on. He's down in the ground, he's moving, he's got a low center, and he's tough to grab.
I was in the stands for that game, actually, and there was times when I was like, okay, all right, they wrapped him up, play's over. You see him pop out on that other side, and he's going to the pay dirt for 6, man.
Man, look, and when you see bodies fall and the guy with the ball just coming out at the end, you know something really happened right there.
That's it. So he's crested 100 yards a game on his average now. He's got 11 touchdowns on the season. Somebody else on that offensive unit that's got 11 touchdowns, Zai King Patillo.
Number
doing his
3.
thing. He's going up in the air and grabbing the ball. He had a touchdown in that game. Completion from Caleb Montaigne to Zai King. He went up there,
snatched it.
Grabbed that thing.
And Zai King, he's done a fantastic job all year, not just receiving the ball, running the ball, playing defense.
He's fast, man.
He's got some man.
He is fast.
He's a different kind of quick right there. He's got quick twitch muscle fiber, baby. No, he's a great athlete. But Caleb, making that throw to him down there at the end zone, Caleb Montaigne with a great throw. We're really
putting it right where only he could get it.
Starting to see a little bit of growth there from the freshman quarterback, and that's very promising to see.
That puts a smile on my face because you get him working that passing game, and then you're talking about the definition of weapon.
With the way the Rams have been running the ball and that hurry-up offense that Coach King.
I love that.
Look, he's done a great job implementing that. Yes, sir. To putting it in here, conference time, not allowing any of the conference teams to see the no huddle until it was game time. Everybody's obviously struggled with it. This little Rams program they have going on right here, leading into the playoffs is. Man, it's firing on all cylinders.
Oh, so they got that bye week to rest up. Like we said last week, it's chilly season. So let's just leave them boys right there in the crock pot, let them bubble up and see what they're going to come up with next week against Northside.
Slow cooking.
All right, let's keep it pushing, baby. You know what it is. We got to drop our game of the week, and we got one this week. This one matters a lot. Croatan and West Carteret. Listen, me and Danny have been talking all week. He still doesn't know who he's going to take with this prediction before we get into these stats, and I'm going to just spring it on him at the last second. But let's run down some stats for Croatan Croatan when they faced off against Richlands, was it, before they went on by?
Yes, sir.
They faced Richlands. Cannon McBride had 2 touchdowns, 198 yards total, threw 11 for 14. What can't we say about Cannon McBride? He's an athlete, and he's a great quarterback.
He's been that all year for that team, and he's going to continue to be the leader, especially just now starting off playing quarterback. And you know, he's still young in the quarterback game. I know he's a junior, but you know, being a senior next year, the future for Cannon McBride is as bright as he would like to make it. As long as he's on that field, Croatan, they'll be tough.
And when you have somebody to lean on like Andrew Boucher, let me just talk about this. 2 touchdowns running, 2 catches for 34 yards, and a receiving touchdown. When you got somebody, a key player that you can lean on, it almost makes your job that much easier.
It's almost like a cheat code. We talked about Andrew Boucher. He's a cheat code. He's able to receive the ball at the backfield, run the ball at the backfield. He's on defense making plays. The kid's all over the field. I mean, just anytime you get a football player like that, and then you pair him up with Cannon McBride.
Exactly.
I mean, that creates sparks, and not just those two, but we've started to see a new weapon emerge for them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got Cannon McBride in one hand, you got Andrew Boucher in the other. Now what? I don't have any more hands. Throw Riley Robinson in the mix. He had 4 catches for 100 receiving yards and a tutty. So now I don't have enough hands.
But Buddy had 100 yards, 4 catches, got in the box. We talked about a couple weeks ago him being he's the X factor for that offense.
100%.
We know what Boucher can do. We know McBride can play. We know that they have weapons who can hit here and there, but they need to establish somebody in the passing game who is reliable to grab 4, 5, 6 catches a game.
This shows me that he's that guy.
He's been doing it, and he's been doing it in one-on-one situations, late in the games, big plays. He's been everywhere. Shout out to you, Riley. You've done a fantastic job.
Salute, brother.
That's awesome, man. Great job.
All right, they're facing off against those West Carteret Patriots, man, and this, like we said, is the game of the week. Last week, Tanner Payne, 292 throwing yards. Listen, he's doing this on the weekend and the week out. He had a great game throwing that football. Josh Bauman, a rush tutty, 60 on the ground. Now, how is that going to translate to Croatan? Because Croatan had that bye week. They're rested up. Defense is ready to do something.
This is exactly why this is the game of the week, because these two teams.
He still doesn't know who he's going to pick.
These two teams, they match up so well, and this is driving me crazy. You know, late in a season like this, things happen. Injuries happen.
Yes.
Players, things happen to the teams, and the entirety of it, when you get to the game, you know, those little injuries, the little key matchups, they make such a big difference when it comes down on the scoreboard. With the way Tanner's been throwing the ball, with the way DeJabria Murray's been making big plays on the outside, I mean, he's almost unstoppable out there. Josh Bauman, he's running downhill. He's getting you know, touches. We talked about Dallas being another part of that offense. I mean, they've got weapons too. It's the defense for West Carteret that scares me. I don't know if their defense can do exactly what they need to do against Croatan, but for their offense, I don't see them not putting up points.
Well, it's interesting too, because these offenses kind of rival each other. They got a quarterback that can throw the ball, and they got a running back that can slam the ball too. So they're going to be kind of working the same kind of scheme here. And like you said, whose defense is going to put that wall up, man? It's really all about that.
It's going to come down to this is a turnover game here. This isn't even you come play great defense and stop these teams. This is we have to trick someone into a mistake.
Right.
We need an extra possession.
Yeah.
They're going to score. We're going to score. We need one more possession to score one more time.
And it's going to be the deciding factor. So with that being said, Croatan versus West Carteret, he still doesn't know, but it's time for you to decide, man. Croatan, West Carteret, who do you got?
I know I'm going to get some slack. I'm going to get it for
You're
this
hearing
one.
it first from Sasser
I'm going to
Field.
get it, but I'm telling you, I have to take them. I'm taking the Patriots. I'm taking the West Carteret Patriots.
This is one of them bold ones.
This is the bold prediction of the week. I'm taking the Patriots. I'm just look. I think they just.
He's been tossing and turning at night.
Look, on the outside with Murray, I think with Payne and how comfortable they've seemed to got, if they can just continue that, and Tanner Payne can protect the ball, not make. I mean, turnovers happen. But that extra turnover, the extra possession, if he can
you can avoid.
If he can keep it to a minimum, I just think they can force one as well, and I don't know if they get stopped. I'm telling you, one possession game, down to the wire.
I like it, man.
I'm taking the Patriots, though.
I love it.
I have to.
He's taking the Patriots. Let's keep it rocking, baby. We'll see if he's going to eat his words on that one. Northside, Swansboro. Let's keep it pushing, man. Swansboro coming off that loss to Havelock. You know, Carmelo Beasley, he was trying to do his thing. Kevin Till was trying to do his thing. Like we said, Havelock kind of had the clamps on all of that, and that's no one way or the other. That's just kind of what it was. Going against Northside, offensive powerhouse. This is going to be something that Swansboro defense really needs to take seriously.
The Swansboro defense here is they're gonna have a rough time with that Northside offense. That Northside offense they're
not playing
explosive,
around.
brother. They're a very explosive team, and I think Swansboro's offense is gonna have a lot to do with what their defense can do. I think they need to control the ball. They need to get Anthony Anderson, the running back. They need to get him involved. Kevin Till, allow him to take his shots. No, that's Northside.
Oh, okay.
Northside,
okay.
yeah.
Anthony Anderson.
He plays at Swansboro. Rely over there on Northside is going to be a problem for Swansboro's defense.
Out the gates.
And so that matchup there, getting those two different guys involved for the running games is really going to be a big deal.
Last week, Reginald Gray, 291 passing, 2 passing TDs, 2 on the ground.
4 total.
We're seeing
brother.
a trend here with these quarterbacks in this Coastal 5A, 6A conference. They're really just taking the teams on their back, doing it themselves, but he doesn't have to do it himself because he's got Gavin Davis.
First, before we even talk about Gavin Davis,
hold on. You see,
we got to talk
this.
about 3J because the truth is we got to talk about 3J. I'm going to change his nickname to Catapult. I'm gonna change it to Catapult. But 3J, I know I like it, but the new name is Catapult, brother. The way you're slinging the rock, yeah, we're just gonna have to change that. Gavin Davis, though, he's a reason. He's one of the reasons why, you know,
he'll go get the ball.
292, but he's having over 100. 170 total yards.
Yep.
136 or 4 in the air.
Yep.
He's running the ball. He's got
a rushing touchdown too last week.
A rushing touchdown, receiving touchdown. I mean, we talked about him all year. He's a problem.
Who do you put on him? That's now where you got to start asking yourself.
Well, the issue is it doesn't matter who you put on him. It's because they have weapons everywhere.
Right.
So you can put your best guy there and then relies in the backfield. They even got Matt Smoot coming off. He had about 50 yards receiving. I mean, they've got weapons all over the field. That Northside team is explosive, brother. I'm telling you.
Okay, so like we said, explosive offense going against Swansboro defense. If I'm Swansboro, I'm just doing a heavy film session, heavy conditioning sessions, because you know what you're going up against. You know what you're going to get.
Swansboro the Pirates are going to have to get ready this week, brother.
They got to get ready to take something. Guess what? Who you got? Northside, Swansboro.
We're going to take Northside. Northside, they're going to get a win this week, and I think that win ultimately sets up the game of the year. We've talked about game of the week. I think Northside gets a win this week, and they set up game of the year. Woo!
I can't wait to. Oh,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't want to get it.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to start going crazy.
No,
but
you know.
We keeping it rolling, baby. You already know what time it is. Richlands and Dixon. Kind of a similar matchup as far as ups and downs here. Let's start out with Dixon. JJ Goulat. Shout out to you, partner, man. Leading North Carolina in rushing yards. 4 touchdowns on the ground last week. 235 total yards rushing. Just am I like a broken record?
We said it here. Well, hold on. We said a stat that this kid had 12 straight 100-yard rushing games, and then he had 13, and then it would be 14. But then I started thinking, as I was looking at the stats,
the 200.
It's why are we talking about 100-yard rushing games?
100.
This kid all year does not have a rushing game less than 200 yards. Why are we talking about 100-yard rushing games in this kid? This is a different kind of, no.
He might be mad if he had 150 a game.
He's gonna, I promise you, no, he would be, yeah. There's not, what am I supposed to say? You know, there's no, next guy.
He's an alien.
Next guy.
Okay, there is a next guy.
Sean Delaney, brother. Come on now.
Because he's a weapon.
When you have JJ out there running it the way he is, it almost by default makes other players good.
Yeah.
When you have a guy like Sean Delaney, who happens to be one of those default guys, oh, no, that's a problem.
And amped up?
The guy has, he comes energy packed. He's downhill with the ball. He does not shy away from contact at all.
He wants it.
And when you're banging on JJ and then you got to bang, that Dixon the offense, they just grind. They're just right at you. Tackle me over and over again until one of us quits, and that team's not quitting. So yeah.
They're facing off against Richlands, who has had a tough go this season. I have to ask the question to your football mind, man. Richland's going against arguably maybe the best running offense in this region. Is it just focus on the run and that's it, or what?
To be honest, I think the way this game matches up, and I don't know if there's much they can do. You know, I don't know if there's much Richland. The way that the teams match up, Richland's run defense versus this is the ultimate mismatch.
Right.
This is Dixon is power run heavy, and they're good at it.
Well, as Richlands, I got to look at it in a way of there is nothing to lose. We can go as hard as humanly possible.
We need to come downhill. We need to start smacking helmets from the beginning.
It's got to happen.
That's the only way you can
set the tone early and maybe try to, impose your will.
They're going to have to change somebody's mind on that defense, on that Dixon's offense. They're going to have to change somebody's mind.
I know that to be true.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Come on, man. Let's get it popping. Dixon, Richlands. Who you got, Danny?
Dixon, brother. You know Dixon.
It's hard to go against them.
This one's going to get this, especially Dixon taking a loss against Havelock, that being rough, taking a loss against Northside.
Tight game, by the way.
Both of those, and it's not, Dixon's played great both of those games.
That's the thing.
Great, both of those games. Actually with an interception in both of those games, which ultimately probably led to the losses. I don't know if they even have to throw the ball. They're just, They're just going to run heavy at this one, and they're going to walk away with it. I think they put up 50 or 60.
Saying 50 or 60. That's two bold predictions that we've gotten this afternoon from my man Danny Webster.
Yes,
he's known for it, man. I just want to give a shout out to Havelock High School for having us out here at the legendary Sasser Field. And for those that may be tuning in and don't know, there's something that comes with this field.
There's a winning culture, brother.
There's a winning culture out here. Like we said about them Havelock Rams, they're bubbling in that crock pot, just waiting on next week. And like I said, shout out to Havelock High for having me, Taylor Vaden, and my brother Danny Webster out here at legendary Sasser Field. It's always a pleasure. Couldn't ask for more beautiful weather. Like I said, this has been your pregame prediction. You know what we say.
See you in the end zone.